Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate. So, my wonderful family, today I just have one or two things to shift in to what is on ground, to the latest happening on board, of which we all, in one way or the other, involved. We know very well that on 3rd of September 2022 is a record that the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency, broadcast via Radio Biafra. And it's a very good one, it's a very wonderful and it's a welcome development. But what happened during or after the broadcast, it's something that a lot of people should be ashamed of. There is every reason for you to be ashamed of yourself if you fit or fall into these categories. What is the first one? Ectoparasite. Now come to think of it, because it's not the latest language that we are using, and we are using it in a wrong way, so to say. But after I finish dwelling on what I am saying, you will see reasons to agree with me that in one way or the other, you fit into that same category of parasites. Now, first of all, what is a parasite? A parasite, as I know, is an organism that lives on or in a host organisms and get its food from or at the expense of its host. That means he feeds, do everything from that particular body. Let's use it that way. There are some examples of parasite like the flatworm, that is the tapeworms, the lice, the animals that stick to the body, that is organisms that stick to the body, of which we know a lot of them, pests and all that. Now, like the tapeworm, what happened? Or where are they found? They are found attached to the inside of the intestine of the animal. That is where they are found on the host body. Partly digested food, depriving the host of a very healthy nutrient. Now, if you did not feed or if you did not treat those infections, what will happen? It may cause blindness, heart failure, even death. Yes. Now, come to think of it. After the beautiful speech of His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, you turn to that particular parasite. You were not feeding on people. You were not carrying fake accusation on people. You twist the message of His Excellency's wife and you take it to please yourself. But you refuse to pick each word that she said. Don't be distracted. Forget about gossip. Do you know how long parasite dwells on the body? The character you portray right now shows you are a parasite. And there is something they use to kill that parasite. That is pesticides. And that is what you need. I was thinking, after the brief broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, everything will fall in place. Everybody will know where he or she fails and rise up. He told you not to be distracted. What are you doing? He told you to remain focused. What do you do? He told you to stop backbiting. What are you doing? He made us to understand, of which we know for a very long time, that Radio Biafra is a place of worship. And she also made a point known that she don't know if that is the way it is right now, or you don't hear that particular word. She didn't speak direct to one person. Neither did she speak to direct to Mazi Simon Ekpa, but she also touched that place you are failing. She makes you to understand that you should be truthful and speak the truth always. You didn't hear that. That was not the part of the broadcast. When she told you to stop carrying fake rumors, you did see that. Remember, things that happened to a parasite, to a person that a parasite is feeding on when he or she is not well treated. I told you before that one of them is heart attack. You are automatically getting that heart attack right now. You did not get that. When they ask her if she feel bullied by an individual, what did she say? Beautiful answer. She said no. But the federal government of Nigeria, yes. That did not give you any it did not give you any lesson. She made reference to a lot of things, and she said IPOB want family. But I don't know if people still sing it to this very moment. She passed a message to every individual, not to one particular person, because your own is also inside. And even when she leave, you did not even put what she told you into consideration. Rather, you start as the pest or parasite that you are, causing chaos everywhere, causing problem everywhere, twisting her words. Now, when somebody see these things that you are typing up and down, what would they say? Does that mean that the speech of His Excellency, gossip, it's not even up to 24 hours. You display yourself to the world who you are. Barely, it's not even up to 24 hours, not even up to 15 hours. You tell the world who you are already. Someone was asking me, can you see what is flying on air? Do you mean the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast and said all this? I said you asked them that question, not me, because she never said this. Neither did she refer to anybody specifically. What did she do? She torchlights all the loopholes. Everywhere we are failing, she torchlights. So let me tell you, if you think she's speaking to only Simon Ekpa alone, that is where you are. You are the parasite in this struggle. Do you really mean well for this struggle? Do you really mean well for the freedom of the people, or you are here for the gossip? That is where you feed from. That is where you get your content from. You are a parasite. If you are feeding on Mazi Simon Ekpa, it's only his words that gives you content, you are a parasite, because you are glue and stick to him. And if you are not well proper checked, it will lead to your heart failure. That is just the exact word, because that parasite you are calling, if it's not well treated, is an infection. And if it's not well treated, it leads to heart failure, blindness, even if dealt. So you have to be very careful. I know that you could not sleep last night because you are a parasite thinking of somebody else. When the remaining fingers are pointing at you, you should bury yourself in shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. When she tell you to stop backbiting, you did not get that message. When she said stop gossip, you did not get that message. When she said focus, you did not get that message. The only message that you got from it is a parasite. And all this backbiting, the hatred, the gossip, they are the people they are the infection that are feeding on human body, on human flesh. Which category are you fit in? Are you the tapeworm, or you are a fungi, or you are lies? Because The parasite you are saying is not just one. Yes, it's not just one. What about the flies? You carry fake information. You jump from one platform to another. You try to gossip and backbite. You bring hatred. You lied. You are a parasite. You are a parasite. As far as the movement is concerned, you are a parasite. You feed on all this gossip to live. You hate people to live. And she also said, speak the truth at all time. If you are not a parasite, what is depriving you from the truth? Speak the truth at all time. Be more ready to learn. Be more ready to give things out to the people. But no, you deprive joy in seeing gossip. You deprive joy in only where there is hatred. You derive joy in only where there is confusion. Gossip. That is only the content you know how to create. She has passed her word. And it's left for everybody to accept it, including you, this generator of the parasites. Where did you get your content from? What did you derive joy in this movement? You derive joy when there is problem, gossip, and other. Those are all the content you know. Forget your main enemy. And she also made the speech and said, it will come to a time that some persons will be sell out. When they say sell out, you don't know the meaning of sell out. You don't know the meaning of sell out. You don't love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you just pretend. And she also reminds you about the people that have lost their life. That is the goal. People like Nkonso. The parents of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost their life in this process. Many more people were killed. A lot of things happened to people. Family, individually, children, young ones, and all that. She makes you to remember the blood of those people. Why don't you share those messages? Why don't you spread the gospel of liberation to the people? Is this your calling? Now, did you see what happened after the broadcast? If you did not know, let me tell you. Did you see the rate of encouragement Mazi Simon Ekpa got after the broadcast of His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife? When he come on here, people were encouraging him. People gave him super chats. People stick to him even more than the view he got before. It was now double. People were like saying, oh, so this happened with everything our excellency said, you are a great man. People were still encouraging him. There are people that believe in him. Come straight, come son. I told you yesterday, why do these people really believe on Mazi Simon Ekpa? Because the loopholes is already there. The space is there, and you, after the speech of His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, instead you go into your hiding and try to cover these holes that is making these people to believe in him. No, rather you open the opportunity even more for people again to trip in and believing in him more than the way they believed in him before. You should be ashamed of yourself if you are part of these things. You should be ashamed of yourself if you are the one that generates ginger hatred, ginger gossip. You should be ashamed of yourself. If you are part of people that makes everything not to be effective, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, lastly, before I leave, have you asked yourself some questions? Because up to this moment, I'm still asking myself, if really you are safe where you are, who is that person among you that link the message or the questions that they should ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife? Who link the question to Mazi Simon Ekpa? Ask yourself that question. How did he know? You did not ask yourself that question. If that was the question I was asking myself, because he came out and exposed exactly all the questions. He exposed it. That is when you will know that there is something that is missing. That gap is still there. The space is still there. I am telling you the truth. Ask yourself this question. How did Mazi Simon Ekpa manage to know the questions that they will ask the First Lady? You do not ask yourself that. I have asked myself, but I did not get the response. Ask yourself that question, my friend. How did Mazi Simon Ekpa got to hear in details, not just one, in details, the questions they will ask His Excellency wife? You did not ask yourself that question. You did not ask yourself that question. Hey, my goodness. I was so surprised that all the question has been revealed before they were asked. Something is not right somewhere, my people. Check your brain. Use your tongue to count your teeth. If Simon Ekpa was able to get the details of the questions that they will ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, I leave you with this. Use your tongue now to count your teeth and see. Just have a sober reflection for just a minute and ponder on this word. How come? How was he able to get the message? How was he able to get the question? That is when you will know that the loopholes is yet uncovered. I have to leave you with this as well. Don't put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife into this mess. She spoke well. To me, as a Biafran, I pick from what she said. Yes, what she said may not go well with a lot of people, but know it fully well that there are some that affect you, while there are some that affect others. She touchlights all the problems. She touchlights the ones that you don't even want to say. She make you to understand that she don't know if people sing praises about the struggle. It's a question. She speaks in idioms. She speaks in parable. It's left for you to pick what she said. Instead, you scatter things up and down. Think twice if really you have the freedom of the people at heart. If really people should rely on you. If really you are fighting a just cause, this is opportunity for you to separate yourself, for you not to be a parasite to people, for you not to be an hindrance to people with your gossip, hatred, before your heart attack will finally catch up with you. So I believe I have spoken the mind of a lot of people, because this is my humble opinion. The speech of His Excellency is not supposed to bring problem among us, but rather should have bring peace. That is why I respect the video that Chiamaka Ajiri made. The speech of His Excellency should bring peace, should bring unity, should bring oneness to the life of every Biafran. But reverse is the case. But it's not going to work, because there are people that believe in her. And there are people that is going to take what she said and put them into consideration, because she didn't refer to one person. She referred to everybody. When she tell you to speak the truth at all time, she has not left quite long. Are you saying the truth? You are just showing your character, your color all over. Please, allow the sleeping dog to lie and forget about the devilish character or the parasite that is feeding in you through your gossip, hatred, and backbiting. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Please do well to share this video, like, and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye.